Happy New Year to our entire Clarksburg Church family. Every year on the Sunday between Christmas and New Year's, we encourage those in our congregation to gather in their houses around a table to give us an opportunity to reflect and celebrate
what God has done in the previous year
And
to dream about what's to come.
Now, my hope is that you've had an opportunity to put out a little breakfast and call your few. It could be your immediate family or whoever you've been stuck with this entire year of 2020. But gather them around the table. This is gonna be a highly participatory experience. So as you share some food together, we'll ask some questions.
Yep.
And give you guys a chance to respond to those questions.
Those questions will stay on the screen, as well as a timer to let you know how much time you have left to answer and discuss those questions. If you have a talkative individual in your group, just make sure you're kind of helping them to not, take the whole
feel
congregation.
free to just do this, and then the quieter people can talk.
Yes.
So the questions are gonna come in two segments. The first segment is about looking back, and the second one is about looking forward, and then we'll have Zach sing some songs.
If you haven't been able to gather at the table with others for whatever reason, you still have a couple of options to kind of go through these sorts of things with other people.
Yeah, the first thing you could do is you could call them on the phone or video chat, even right now, or you could write down your answers and share them with them later. Now, as you're answering these questions, don't feel like you have to have specific answers. There aren't any right or wrong answers. And don't worry if there might be a moment where no one has an answer right away. It's okay if there's some awkward quiet. For some of you, talking about these things feels a little bit new and a little bit different. So let it be new and let it be different. You don't have to take it too seriously, and you can have fun along the way. Also, if you have a whole bunch of interruptions throughout the course of this, like a dog barking or children crying, like
people knocking at your door.
that's okay, just go with it, it's fine.
Just roll with it.
If you have kids, please try to include them in the questions. I'm always surprised at how much they're actually able to participate. Now, you might want to grab some like crayons or paper or Play-Doh or Legos or something like that to keep them busy at the table when it's not their turn. But if your child is between the ages of 2 to 5, they probably can answer the questions with like one-word answers. And if they're 5 to 11-ish, they can probably answer a sentence or two. But if they're 12 or up, they should be able to engage like everybody else. But if at any time you're like, I can't do this anymore, feel free to dismiss them from the table whenever you want. So our first set of questions are about looking back. So our first question is, as you look back on the last year, how have you been blessed by those around the table?
In what ways have you enjoyed spending time with those around the table?
What are some of the habits that you've engaged in that have helped the Spirit lead you this past year?
How have you seen those around the table become more like Christ this past year?
Where have you seen characteristics of God's kingdom in the lives of those around the table? Like, have you seen them become more peaceful, more generous, more filled with hope, or justice oriented?
Now, looking forward, as you think about 2021, where do you long to see the kingdom of God show up in your life?
Where do you long to see the kingdom of God show up in the lives of somebody else around the table?
darkness tries to roll over my bones, when sorrow comes to steal the joy I own, when brokenness and pain is all I know, I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. 'Cause my feet doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My feet doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My feet doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. Shame no longer has a place to hide. I am not a captive to the lies. I'm not afraid to leave my past behind. I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. My feet doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My feet doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My feet doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. There's power that can break off every chain. There's power that can empty out a grave. There's resurrection power that can save. There's power in your name. Power in your name. 'Cause my feet doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My feet doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My feet doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. There's a grace when the heart is under fire. Another way when the walls are closing in. When I look at the space between where I used to be and this reckoning, I know I will never be alone. There was another in the fight, standing next to me. There was another in the waters, holding back the sea. Should I ever need reminding of how I've been set free, here's a cross that bears the burden, where another died for me. There is another in the fire. Oh, my debt left for dead beneath the waters. I'm no longer a slave to my sin anymore. Should I fall in the space between what remains of me and this reckoning? Either way, I won't bow to the things of this world. And I know I will never be alone, be another in the fight, standing next to me, another in the reminded that the power lives in me. Is another in the fire. Oh, oh, is another in the fire. Oh, oh, is another in the fire. Oh, oh, there is another in the fire. Oh, oh, I can see the light in the darkness as the darkness bows to him. I can hear the roar in the heavens as the space between we're still. I can feel the ground shake beneath us as the prison walls cave in. Nothing stands between us. Nothing stands between us. Oh. There is no other name but the name that is Jesus. He who was and still lives and will be through it all. So come what may in the space between all the things unseen in this reckoning, I know I'll never be alone. Yes, I know I will never be alone. There'll be another in the fire standing next to me. There'll be another in the water holding back the seas. Should I ever need reminding how good you've been to me, I count the joy come every bad, 'cause I know that's where you'll be. Count the joy come every bad, 'cause I know that's where you'll be. I count the joy come every bad, 'cause I know that's where you'll be. I count the joy come every bad, 'cause I know that's where you'll be.
Now close your time in prayer by speaking a blessing over 2021. Remember, a blessing is just something you hope and even pray will happen. It often starts with the phrase like, may. So in 2021, may
you have endless Chick-fil-A shakes.
may the pandemic end and may family come around the table again.
Yes.
Now you try. Good job. I think.
Yeah.
I hope that this time together has been meaningful and encouraging for you guys. Next week, we're going to be back together in the building or online, and we're going to be kicking off the new year by dreaming of what God might be calling our congregation to in 2021. You're not going to want to miss it, so we'll see you next week.